So at Club Sport, I use the Railyard as a tool for an athletic setting class. So what we do is do a lot of athletic movements and functional movements mixed with Olympic lifting and integrate that with the Railyard because it gives you the flexibility to do like the jumping or the crawling or the balancing or the core work. And you can also change the setup every time you do the class, so it changes every time, which is very important to break the sequence. What the members say about the Railyard is first thing is like, oh, what is that? So then once they start using it, it is actually fun because it brings you back to like when you were a kid. You start crawling and jumping on your knees and jumping up and down and doing movements that you actually don't do nowadays. The way that Railyard keeps members and motivated, and it actually helps you sell memberships, is because they see the variety in it. Like you break the routine and the steadiness that you see in most clubs. You walk in a club, you always see like a bicycle, a treadmill, a stair, and a bunch of weights. This kind of gives you a different environment. With the Railyard, I actually very happy since we got it here in the club. Members actually like it in an athletic setting and in a functional exercise setting. We find it super interesting. We train basketball players in vertical jumps, and we train wrestlers in explosion and crawling and sprawling. And it's actually one of the best tools we have here for small settings of class or big class settings.
The Railyard's portable. It just snaps together like a Lego set, and you unsnap it, put it in a closet out of the way. So that's a unique and valuable thing for the club. Space is key. You don't need a dedicated room like you do for a lot of activities. We can put it out of the way, bring it out on the gym floor, take it into a group classroom, use it in all those fashions, and then it's portable and movable by one person. We also use it with kids for sports conditioning. You can set this up. Again, these are movements that they need to understand and do, and it's fun for them. They can run, jump, climb, crawl, and they have fun while they're getting fit and while they're improving their skills.
I teach a class for Club Sport with the Railyard system, and it's all based on the Railyard. We go through a basic progression of a low intensity to a higher intensity. The rails are actually curved side and flat side, so we have our choice when we set it up whether we want a higher intensity or lower intensity or more complex versus balanced exercises on what we think the setup should be. So if I'm teaching a more basic class, then we might put up the flat side first, and if I'm teaching a more advanced class, the curved side first. Children naturally, when they go out and they play, they go through intensity. High intensity, low intensity. They don't sit there and think about, oh, I need to go and walk outside first and then move my body around. They actually go out there and run. They move every single body part every single time. They go through the high intensity by jumping up and down on things. They climb and they play and they have fun, right? So what this does is it brings that to the adult setting. At Club Sport, we have a lot of elite trainers which have specialties in different types of things, and we're known for bringing cutting edge. So a lot of the clientele around come to us for that because we're not stagnant. We don't stay with the same type of equipment, with the same type of progression. We actually add different types of things in so that their bodies can progress.